If you or someone you know has ever wanted to adopt an animal here in Pullman, you've likely been to the Whitman County Humane Society. But what you may not know about the Humane Society is how much they rely on WSU and how much WSU relies on them. The Whitman County Humane Society is one of the only humane societies in our area. They deal with stray cats and dogs here in Pullman and feral cats that roam the farmland of the surrounding areas. They also provide community resources to those who struggle to support their animals.
People will come in for food bank resources, and that's something that we offer. So whether it be for dog food, cat litter, dog treats, that sort of stuff, we offer that on a monthly basis to people that are low income. And then we also offer spay and neuter coupons for low income as well.
With that many animals coming through the shelter, it's no surprise that WSU is one of the biggest supports of the shelter. Matthew Mikas, Clinical Associate Professor of Shelter Medicine at WSU, is one of the veterinarians that comes in every Friday to assist new animals that come into the shelter.
I always say the program has been a very much a win-win-win situation. So we're benefiting the pets that are here at the Humane Society. We're benefiting the students by training them, and then we're also providing, I would say the other win is providing outreach from WSU and letting them know we're responsible, in our communities.
WSU and Whitman County Humane Society are very closely connected. According to Mikas, over the course of a year, WSU students will spay and neuter 900 to 1,100 animals, many of those coming from the Whitman shelter, as well as other partnered shelters throughout Washington. Here in Whitman County, that's a huge help.
WSU provides a substantial amount, and it helps with a large part of the fiscal responsibility of running the shelter. So one of our board members is actually a veterinarian at WSU. And so she provides a lot of majority of the medical direction that we get. But WSU helps with a huge portion of it.
But changes are taking place within the veterinary college. Bob Mealy, professor and chair of the Department of Veterinary Clinical Sciences, says that having students work in partnered shelters is very important to their education, where they learn skills like how to do basic surgery and anesthesia. WSU is partnered with many shelters throughout Washington and even parts of Oregon and Idaho, where students can go through their shelter rotations. But Mealy says due to the costs of sending students to these areas to learn, changes are being made to the Pullman shelter program.
We are making some changes to the in-house Pullman-based shelter medicine program, where we're going to be taking less dogs. So those 1,200 that Dr. Mikas mentioned, we're not going to be doing that many.
Mealy says that training students and helping shelters is always the number one goal. Mealy's been working with the heads of each one of these shelters to figure out a way for them to still be able to get the care that they need for their shelters and their animals.
Through our veterinary teaching hospital and through the veterinarians that we have right now that are dedicated to the junior surgery course, etc., we're working with them on ways to provide them solutions so they still have a mechanism to get their dogs spayed, or dogs and cats spayed and neutered, so they can be adopted, because we're going to remain good partners with them.
Spaying and neutering is one of the most important things that you can do for your pet, whether they are from a shelter or not. Spaying and neutering helps control pet overpopulation and keep pets out of shelter. According to Humane Society International, homeless animals are often euthanized, neglected, or die of disease. And spaying or neutering your animal can help reduce the number of homeless pets. So be sure to get your pet spayed or neutered, or adopt a homeless pet from a shelter like the Whitman Humane Society.